Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World Championship Wrestling. I'm David Crockett, Tony Schiavone, and Jim Cornette, Big Bubba.
Well, you know, Tony and David, I thought I'd come out here. I'd be the co-host today because the Great American Bash is just around the co-host. That's right, whole thing. Great American Bash is just around the corner, the biggest party of the summer. You can see I'm already with my papers. I'm going to tell everybody about it because you two are doing a mediocre job, but this calls for a great job. And besides that, I'm going to tell everybody what's going to happen to Baby Doll during that Great American Bash, because let me tell you something, darling. You're so fat, when you stand on a street corner, cops come up and tell you to break it up, and I'm going to wear some of that weight off of you, and I'm going to finish you once and for all. And tonight, as a matter of fact, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Dolly's boys, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, they're going to find out what it's like to cross the tag team champions of the world. Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
I certainly hope that you did not buy those red shoes just for the program today.
No, Tony, they come from my personal wardrobe. My mother bought them for me quite some time ago. But who wants to talk about shoes when we can talk about things like the Tag Team Champions, when we can talk about things like the Great American Bash, when we can talk about things like Baby Doll? And right now, you see Beautiful Bobby. Look at that. Sam Houston breaks every rule in the book. This guy, I don't know why he's such a glutton for punishment, but it seems like every time we get in the ring, we're staring across the ring at the human broomstick, Sam Houston.
And it always seems he really knows how to wrestle against the Midnight Express. He's showing some of it right there.
He got a few lucky moves in there, but Bobby's just feeling him out, wearing him down. No problem at all. The Midnight Express are still the World Tag Team Champions, still the greatest combination of professional sports, as young George South is fixed to find out real soon. Don't touch those belts, Tony Schiavone. Those belts are for champions.
They were just kind of in my way. I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
Well, see that you don't.
George South, Jim Cornette, your world champions, bringing out the best in these two men.
Bobby's feeling real charitable today. He don't want to humiliate the guys too quick. I'm sure in just a couple of seconds he's going to come right around. There we go. Beautiful move by Bob. All right. Woo!
Excellent move by Beautiful Bobby. And you know, when I watch your men wrestle, and we always bring up the point they are great wrestlers, there's no denying that. But are they enough to keep Baby Doll away from you?
Oh, let me tell you something there. Well, I don't want him to keep Baby Doll away from me, for one thing. Look at that. Sam Houston needs a chiropractor. I don't want him to keep Baby Doll away from me because I'm going to beat Baby Doll's brains out. I want him to keep all of Baby Doll's friends away from me, the ones that try to jump me from behind, try to stab me in the back, try to jump out from behind rocks and out of the darkness and take advantage of me. That's why I got Bubba around. That's why I got the Midnight Express around, and they do a real good job. And you see another example right there with Beautiful Bobby caught Sam Houston in that reverse spinning neck breaker. Another example of another facet of why that the Midnight Express are the greatest tag team of all time, because they are instantaneous at capitalizing at their opponent's mistakes. Anytime that guy gives them one mistake, 1 second, that he don't know exactly what he's doing, they can capitalize on it, and they're going to take advantage of it.
Well, you're right about that. That's one of the factors that have made them the tag team champions of the world. And we're going on what now, 5 months now?
We're going on it. We're going to go past it. We're going to go past 5 years. We're going to retire one day undefeated as tag team champions of the world. And it looks like after this match, Sam Houston may just go ahead and retire, because he obviously is no match for the Midnight Express. He should have learned that by now. He keeps getting back in the ring with us, and he keeps paying the price for it.
Beautiful Bobby in there now against Houston, right to the turnbuckle. Pee Wee Anderson, the referee, giving warnings. And it has always seemed like your guys don't even listen to the warnings from the referees.
Of course they do. They listen to them. They don't pay any attention to them, but they listen to them. That's all within the bounds of legality. All within the bounds of legality. You got a 5 count from the referee to get out of the ring when you make a tag. And the Midnight Express are so fast, everything they do is within a 5 count.
Now, right down on the head of Houston. You know, we've brought up the point many times of the Great American Bash, and everybody is primed up for it. it's obvious that the Midnight Express are well ready for the Bashing.
They're ready for all of Baby Doll's friends like the Road Warriors, like the Rock and Roll Express, like Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, ready for everybody that Baby Doll can possibly bring in that ring to try and save her hide, because the fact of the matter is they're going to keep all her friends out of the picture, and I'm going to have Baby Doll all by myself, and I'm going to have my way with Baby Doll during the Great American Bash one way or another.
Words from Jim Cornette, our special guest commentator here today.
Now look at that. Houston had to resort to pulling beautiful Bobby's trunks to take him down momentarily, but Bobby still kicked out, showing the great champion that he is.
All right. Beautiful Bobby.
No, it ain't all right.
Jim, I'm not going to get into a running argument with you about who was
Well,
pulling
if we
whose
got an
trunk.
argument, you would be running.
Now with raking across the eyes and the nose and getting a warning. So you say that is legal until he counts to the 5 count, huh?
That's exactly, if he doesn't get to the 5 count, the man's not disqualified. That's the whole key. That's the whole factor, Tony Schiavone.
Loverboy Dennis with a great slam. Houston moved.
Okay, a lucky move by Sam Houston and George South. He's the fresh man. He's had the rest. He's got all the win. And right now he's going to town, but he's not going to be able to put the Midnight Express away. I can promise you that.
Great elbow. Dennis is down again.
Aha! George South made the mistake. He's a good young talent, but the inexperience proved. He went to the well, as they say, once too often. He tried that tackle the 3rd time. Loverboy Dennis had a counter for it, the power slam, and here comes the rocket launcher.
Oh, is that what you call it, the rocket launcher?
Bubba, take those belts to the champions, baby.
All right, under the orders of Jim Cornette, Big Bubba takes the belts to the World Tag Team Champions who win once again, Jim. We get a lot of letters and cards here at World Championship Wrestling.
I don't care.
And most of them not only say, do they want Baby Doll to get her hands on you, but most of them say, when she does, they think she can take care of you.
Well, let me tell you something. The majority of the people that write cards and letters to this program, obviously, because I've seen some of them, don't think at all. But if you do think, I'll give you something to think about. Baby Doll is a dead duck during the Great American Bash, because I've had it. I've had it with all the things she's been saying. I've had it with all her idle threats. I've had it with all her false accusations. She's got no place in professional wrestling, and she's not going to be in professional wrestling when the Great American Bash season is over with, Baby Doll. I promise you that. If you think your friends are going to help you, you're sadly mistaken. And always remember one more thing, Baby Doll. Even when you can't see Bubba, Bubba can see you.
Fans, we're coming right back right after this. Okay, we're back with you now, World Championship Wrestling. Jim Cornette along with Big Bubba with you.
You know, this job is easier than I thought, Tony Schiavone, but let me come on in here, Bubba. I want to talk about Big Bubba Rogers right now. Shut up, you idiots. My personal bodyguard, the invincible, the indestructible, the invulnerable Bubba Rogers. He's here to make sure that no harm comes to me. Thanks to Mama for sending him down. Thank you, Mama. And look at this right here. The classic example of you don't mess around with Bubba. Dusty Rhodes, American Dream, modern-day John Wayne, took his best shot with a lethal weapon. Couldn't phase Bubba, couldn't put Bubba down. And Dusty, you better watch out. You better mind your back, because Bubba's mad at you now, and you wouldn't like Bubba when he's mad, Dusty.
Okay, there's something I want to bring up right here, Jim. We have seen your
Bubba's not breakfast.
we've seen your public workout, haven't we?
Yes, yes.
We've seen your
Yes,
public
you have. I'm a
workout.
great
There's
person.
another lady, the Perfect 10, a very special lady who just recently had her own little workout. We want all the
You can't
fans.
show something like that on television.
We want all the fans to take a look at it right now. Back in the ring now, Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, Crusher Khrushchev against Vernon Deaton, Rocky King, and Gene Ligon. And before I want to talk about the Russians and the Great American Bash, David, I think we all can read lips, and we knew what Baby Doll said that one time during that little segment.
I wasn't really watching Baby Doll's lips. I guess you were, but that's the first time I've ever seen a bull moose sweat before or a cow in an aerobics outfit. But regardless of whether Baby Doll wants to work out or not makes no difference. I'm still in better shape than she is. I bench pressed 200 pounds last week, 20 pounds 10 times, and I'm ready for her. And we got a great match in the ring right now, David. That's what you ought to be looking at. And you too, Tony.
There is a great match in the ring, but Mr. Cornette, she is going to destroy you.
Listen to this guy.
Boy,
You're a traitor.
that was point blank, wasn't it?
You're a traitor to your own species, David Crockett. What kind of man are you? I bet when you go home at night, your wife tells you what dishes to put in the dishwasher and what clothes to put in the dryer.
But she is going to destroy you.
Well, okay, some of us don't care about women that much. Some of us don't let women rule our lives, David. I personally got no use for women. Look at this, the former world six-man champions, and I'm sure they soon will be again six-man champions, the Russians. Ivan Nikita Koloff, Crusher Khrushchev, beating up right now on Mean Gene Ligon, and I'm sure he's really enjoying it. But look, don't Crusher look good? He's back after that knee injury at the hands of those Road Warriors. He's looking better than ever.
You're right about that. And speaking of the that's right. Speaking of the Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes, the six-man world tag team champions, get a chance to go into cage with the Russians for that title.
That is correct.
The only thing that they're going to do in the Bash, Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors, is lose their titles back, what measly titles they do possess, to the Russians.
All right, the Russian Nightmare right there.
Just
Nikita.
like I was going to bring
He's
up,
got something
David,
else on his mind. The best of seven, right?
at the end of the Great American Bash Best of Seven series, Nikita Koloff's going to be the United States heavyweight champion. Magnum's going to be home with his mother crying over spilt belts. And the Russians are going to be the six-man champions. They're going to need a U-Haul to carry all the belts around. I'm confident of that. And right, Vernon Deaton.
Look at him.
You know, when he
Nikita.
went in the store to buy those wrestling tights, I bet they nearly had him arrested for false advertisement, man.
Tony, look at this team. Look how they're wrestling together. They've got it down. Nikita, Crusher, they're all ready.
And you know, the amazing thing about it, David, and you too, Jim, Crusher has been out, he's been down, and they have not really been wrestling as a team for such a long period of time since the injury.
It's just like riding a bicycle, Tony Schiavone. Once you learn how, you never forget when you've got talent. When you got the talent that these three men possess, they all feel a closeness toward each other. Well, of course, Ivan and Nikita are family. And Crusher Khrushchev is the next best thing to family. So they've got a closeness. They think alike. They fell right back into their old pattern. Their teamwork looks as good as always to me, maybe even a little bit better, because they've had a lot of time to sit down with Crusher and go over the new strategies.
Look at him. Look at the Russian Nightmare, Nikita. Watch him. He has a twofold purpose. The World Six-Man Tag Team title and the U.S. title.
He's ready for Magnum TA, too. As a matter of fact, that's going to be a best-of-4 series. It ain't going to be a best-of-7 because I think he's going to take a clean sweep.
You can honestly say you would want a Russian to be the U.S. heavyweight champion?
What difference does it make, Tony Schiavone? My mother always taught me, respect people's political ideals. Don't matter whether you agree with them or not. Respect their right to stand up and say what they believe in and do what they believe in. If they're Russians, whatever, makes no difference to me. Matter of fact, it don't affect me at all because, hey, as long as the Cornette Enterprises make money, whichever way the thing goes, I don't care. I'm happy. But I respect that man's right to stand up and say that he's a Russian and he hates America because, after all, this is America and you can do what you want. By gum.
Well, there's a lot of truth in that last statement.
Well, you can find it in there somewhere, but look at that. Look at that teamwork by Ivan and Nikita Koloff.
Ivan Koloff now pushing Pee Wee Anderson.
Now, here's another example. Pee Wee Anderson, probably the world's largest midget. In there, he's constantly harassing. A lot of the referees around here are constantly harassing my men, the Russians, other guys. We don't need that harassment from the referees. We're just trying to wrestle and win a match. Now you see Crusher helping Vernon Deaton back in the ring. Well, Vernon's a little clumsy. He didn't quite make it, but Crusher was trying.
Deaton trying to get in the ring, as you can see, but Khrushchev continues.
See, now he helped him in gently by the hair there. Only a little of it came out.
You can tell from the chant there are a lot of people that don't believe
Yeah,
the way Mr. Cornette
listen to
believes.
these idiots chanting USA. Of course we're in the USA. This is Atlanta, Georgia. That's right smack in the middle of the USA. They ain't telling us anything we don't know.
Especially during this time, and we're just days away from the Great American Bash beginning. Oh, by the way, our Great American Bash update is coming up.
Yes, it is.
Just a couple of minutes, so fans, you'll want to stay around for that.
Don't Crusher's new tights look nice also, Tony? They look very nice.
They're different.
He cuts a fine figure of a man right there in that ring.
He is prime. The team of the Russians, they're ready. I think, and you'll have to agree, everybody is ready for the bash.
Oh, hey, I've never been more ready in my life. I'm in the best shape of my career. So's the Midnight Express. Look at that. Look at that. Nikita called out Magnum's name and showed Magnum exactly what's going to happen to him when he steps in that ring each and every time in that best-of-7 series. Vernon Deaton had his mouth open. He's catching a few flies there, and now,
What's that Cobra on?
just for fun, a triple Cobra.
Bubba in trouble.
Big Bubba, no trouble, standing right by the camera, right in front of me, make sure nothing goes on. Hey, you know that song that Baby Doll had her little special to, she's got looks to kill, right? Well, if those looks wouldn't kill, they might at least severely maim, because she's got to be the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. She is so fat elephants write her fan letters, Tony Schiavone. And this big goof she's got up there, sure he's muscle bound, sure he's big, sure he's strong. He's 6 foot something, 320 pounds. He's been pushing a lot of barbells around, but barbells don't hit back, and it remains to be seen whether Baby Doll can guide his career or not with what little pea brain she's got in her head. Her brain is so small, if you took her brain and stuck it in a flea's rear end, it'd rattle around like a BB in a boxcar.
Tony, if you notice, the closer we get to the bash, the more he talks. The thing is, once he gets in that ring, all the talking's over. It's he and Baby Doll.
Okay, who'd he beat? Mike Samani. Big deal. The Warlord, your winner. Yeah, Baby Doll, don't you worry about it, darling. You only got a couple of days.
All right, Big Bubba is right in front of the podium here. He is watching over Jim Cornette. There you see Big Bubba on the left of your screen.
Pig face.
Winner of the match,
On out of here.
the Warlord with Baby Doll over Mike Samani.
This is Waylon Jennings, and I'm looking forward to being a part of the Great American Bash '86 this summer. It'll be the best in family entertainment.
It's on us. 14 says it starts in Philadelphia. It ends in Atlanta. Tony, they're some of the greatest states.
Some of the greatest cities in the world. Philadelphia, the Great American Bash. Washington, D.C. Memphis, Tennessee. Charlotte, North Carolina. Cincinnati, Ohio. Charleston, West Virginia. Roanoke, Virginia. Jacksonville, Florida. Norfolk, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Johnson City, Tennessee. Greensboro, North Carolina. And David, as you said, ending up with Atlanta, Georgia, and the Fulton County Stadium.
And Tony, everybody is ready for the bash. As you can see, they're primed. They are ready. And there's another man that's ready, Jim Crockett Jr.
Let's bring in Jim Crockett Jr., president of Jim Crockett Promotions. And Jimmy, all the talking is over. We're just about here. A great, successful year for Jim Crockett Promotions, but I know especially looking forward to the Great American Bash.
The Great American Bash. 1 year of blood, sweat, and tears, and Tuesday it all starts. And I couldn't be happier for all the wrestlers that are involved and all the many thousands of fans that will be involved in the Great American Bash.
Speaking of some of the wrestlers involved in the Great American Bash, America's team, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA. David Crockett earlier recorded an interview with America's team. Let's go to that interview right now.
The Great American Bash, it's here, it's upon us. 14 cities. And the thing is, only here in America could we do something like this. It's a place where you're free to talk, speak, whether he likes it or I like it. You can do what you want right here. America's very special to me. I know how I feel. Magnum, how do you feel about it?
Well, you know, it's the only country in the world that affords you the luxury to choose your own profession, take the God-given talents that you've got, and go out there and be the best you can be. Take that chance. Go out on the greatest adventure in the world. And being a part of the Great American Bash, being able to wrestle in them, being able to watch all the other great competition, it couldn't happen any other place but America.
And this is America's team right here. Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA. Dusty?
I think America to me because through the years, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream is my children, and seeing them run and play and going to school and being free. And that word free sometimes we take for granted. And Jim Crockett Promotions set out to have the Great American Bash. It is a statement of freedom. And the greatest sport that we feel in the world is professional wrestling, the greatest promotion. And the Great American Bash is coming to your country. That is free. It's coming all over the country, 14 cities. And if I had to sum it up in one word or two or three words, is we've been talking about it. I won't stop talking about it. And I want to express my freedom. I want to do it, Jack. I want to get on with it, David.
All right, Dusty, there's, like you said, we've all talked about it, but there's a man that expresses our feelings best. He's a friend of ours and a friend of the Superstation.
So living in the promised land, our dreams are made of steel. The prayer of every man is to know how freedom feels. There is a winding road across the shifting sands, and room for everyone living in the promised land. And so they came from the distant isles, nameless woman, faithless child, like a bad dream, until there was no room at all, no place to run and no place to fall. So give us your daily bread. We have no shoes to wear, no place to call our own, only this cross to bear. We are the multitude. Lend us a helping hand. Is there no love anymore living in the promised land?
And we are back with two of the four horsemen, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Ole and Arn Anderson.
Two of the four horsemen, one world champion right there. The world television champion, Arn Anderson. Ole Anderson, The Rock, he's back and he's better than ever. And they're a great tag team, David Crockett, and I love to watch great tag teams, you know, because I manage the tag team champions, and we're always on the lookout for new tag team strategies, for up-and-comers, and for old established teams like the Anderson brothers. They're a dynasty in tag team wrestling.
But, you know, I have a question, though, about the four horsemen as we've come to know them.
Well,
They've done a lot of things in their past to a lot of people. But we saw what they've done to the Road Warriors. Have they now stepped too far?
No, they haven't. They've stepped just far enough. They stepped right up in Hulk and Animal's face and Precious Paul Ellery's face, and they put them down. The first time ever that the Road Warriors, the great, the big, the invincible Road Warriors, had been left flat on their back, and it was due in part to the viciousness of Ole Anderson. You see there, demonstrated on Tony Hurricane Zane. Ole don't let up. Ole keeps pushing. He keeps pressing. He keeps beating. He keeps pounding until he gets his objective accomplished, and that's winning the match. The first time ever that the Road Warriors were put down was at the hands of the four horsemen, and I, for one, was overjoyed. I loved watching that tape. I love to see it again. As a matter of fact, I got it at my home, and I watch it a couple or three times a day just to get myself sort of inspired for the Great American Bashes. That's the same thing I'm going to do to Baby Doll. You got to admit, Tony, you may not want to talk about it. I haven't heard you say a word in about 4 or 5 minutes. But you got to admit that the Andersons are vicious, but they're an effective team. They go straight ahead. They're going after their opponent, and they're going to work on one part of the anatomy, and you know what that is, that left arm. Because just like my good friend Arn Anderson says, a three-legged table ain't good to nobody.
Well, I don't think anybody disputes the ability of the Andersons in tag team competition. No one does. And But the fact, Arn Anderson is also a singles champion, the world television champion. And that says a lot for his ability right there.
Oh, yeah. You've got to admit, Arn Anderson has improved greatly over the past couple of years, and he was good to start with. He is now one of the premier single athletes in the world today. Ole is the experience on the team, and he is the one that's imparted to Arn tag team strategy, passed down from the Anderson brothers, Ole and Gene, a great tag team of years ago, world tag team champions for quite a long time. So you see, the Andersons, literally a dynasty in tag team wrestling.
Ever since Ole has come back, it's like somebody has lit a fire under the Four Horsemen. You have to agree with that?
Well, you've met Ole a few times in person, David. You know that he can light a fire under just about anybody. He is the spark. He's the sassiness. He is the impetus to push the Four Horsemen on to greater glory. He's the old master. He's the old pro. What he don't know about professional wrestling, what he hasn't done in professional wrestling, it doesn't even need to exist.
Look at him. He starts shouting instructions. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew, they start pounding away.
You know, they've always felt that injuring an opponent, making the opponent say, I've had enough, is the highest form of flattery that they can get.
Sure, they say they're not pretty, and you can look, Arn's a nice, ruggedly handsome man. Ole, I don't know, but you don't need to be pretty in professional wrestling. But they say they're not pretty, they're rough. They go out there, they go straight ahead, they do one thing, they systematically destroy their opponents. A different strategy from the Midnight Express. They're a little flashier, they're a little more high-flying. They like to confuse people and humiliate them. The Andersons just like to beat people up. Different strategies, both equally as effective, I think. Tony Zane right now is finding that out. Little old Rocky Kernodle over there, he already paid the price.
Here comes that Anderson move.
I wish they'd knock old Rocky's buck teeth out for once.
Watch this. Off the top rope.
We're watching, David. Don't have a heart attack.
He gets ready.
There it is. Now, that's a pretty move from the Andersons. I do say so myself.
It's an awesome move, and it's one of the more successful moves in the sport.
Drives the knee down on that left arm, left shoulder. He could dislocate the man's shoulder with that move right there. He doesn't even need to apply the arm bar, which gets the submission. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm privileged today. I'm surrounded by three of the Four Horsemen and their spiritual guidance, the administrative director of Tully Blanchard Enterprises, my colleague James J. Dillon, national heavyweight champion Tully Blanchard, world television champion Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson. Gentlemen, all I can say is welcome.
Mr. Cornette, you're very quick-witted today. There's nobody that's got a sharper tongue than you do, but today, for me personally, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, and David Crockett in an earlier interview set the mood for me, which is a very, very dead serious mood. We're just a few days away from the Great American Bash. And a lot of money is involved, a lot of prestige, a lot of things on the line. And they talked about living in the promised land, waving the American flag. That's all fine and well, but you see, living in America doesn't guarantee you success. It only guarantees you the opportunity. And then from that point, you have to take your ability and get out and get it done. Now, American Dream Dusty Rhodes, you crippled Ole Anderson and put him out for almost 6 months. You have not yet been fully paid for what you did. But you are vulnerable, and you will go down, and it could happen before the American Bash is over with. Now, the Road Warriors, awesome. They said you couldn't beat them. They said you couldn't hurt them. And right here in this very studio, the people that you see surrounding me right now, minus the world heavyweight champion Ric Flair, who's here in spirit and constantly on our minds, was out here, and all of the Road Warriors, not one of them, not two of them, but all three of them were laid out right here in this studio, and we stepped over them on the way out. And then we turned around to prove a point and picked up the slap. That's what I'm getting to, the slap. The slap heard around the world, Hawk. And Tuesday, Philadelphia, Veterans Stadium, the slap was nothing because Ric Flair is going to finish and prove that it wasn't a fluke.
You know, Jim Cornette, the Horseman is like a family. Rock said it many times, and when he came back, the family was back complete. And you know, Rock, since you've been gone, Dusty Rhodes, he sends a lot of people, Garvins, Magnums, Road Warriors, all around to protect himself, so nothing happens to him. But you know, we have proved that the Horsemen are mightier than all of the rest. The Road Warriors, Garvin, all of them have all been left laying and carried out of any building by the Horsemen. Ole, Arn, Flair, and Tully. That's it. That's it. That says it all. Dusty Rhodes, you are vulnerable. Cage matches, you get the Road Warriors, you get Baby Doll, you get anybody you want. The Four Horsemen will take you down. And Dusty Rhodes, 86 is your last year. Right, Rock?
Ole?
Everybody's already said it, but Rhodes, one last message for you. I made the prediction 86 is going to be the end. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Four Horsemen are here together, and the one thing that we're going to do, whether it's got to be me and Tully and Arn or Rick or JJ, I don't care if it's 1 or 2, 3, 4, all 5 of us. I made the prediction it's going to stick. Rhodes, you're done at 86.
Arn?
Hey, man, I'm going to be dead serious, and I'm directing this right to you, Rhodes, Garvin, Wahoo, Rock and Roll Express, Magnum, whoever you may be. You look at these trophies, this one, you look at Flair's. All these are our trophies. This is not what the Four Horsemen are all about. To be a horseman, you can have one of these too, but it's inbred, it's guts, it's a determination to be the very best you can be, and not caring one bit about public opinion. You think about that. You take public opinion, put it above your own aspirations, you're going to be a failure. We do what we want to do because we want to do it. Get in here, Rob. The Great American Bash, we're coming.
The wrestling world never witnessed like what we saw last week right here on World Championship Wrestling. The Horsemen coming in with the Road Warriors and all 5 jumping on Hawk, laying out not only you, Paul Ellering, but Animal down on the floor, and I'm sure that still is in your mind.
You know, Tony, I got to say one thing and think about this real close. I respect these men for one reason. I don't have the guts it takes to be a backstabbing coward. And that's all you are, Four Horsemen. You've been ditch diggers all your life. And I don't want to get down on the ditch diggers because there's a lot of good people. But think about where I'm coming from. You're digging a hole, gentlemen, and that hole has gotten so deep where just a couple weeks ago you could have still crawled out of the hole. But now the hole is too deep. You can't get out of the hole. And you're still digging it. And now the walls are going to come crumbling in, and you're going to be buried, Four Horsemen. And in the end, the American Bash is going to provide the ground for you to prove to the world that you're good sportsmen. The only thing wrong with being good sportsmen is you're going to have to lose to prove it. Now let's watch that film, Tony.
Let's take a look at what happened just last week.
They're trying to put him out. They're trying to keep him out of Philadelphia.
This has got to be their plan.
Here comes Animal. They stop him. They put a knee into him. Wait a minute. Look at him. Now they go down.
And Paul Ellering and Animal. Now JJ. Oh, he knocks Paul Ellering in the back of the head. And now into the post. Animal into the post.
What they going to do? They got it. Hawk's up there. Hey, look at Animal! They pile drive him on the floor!
Pile drive Animal on the floor!
Animal's down. Paul Ellering's down. Now they're taking Hawk! Get him up!
The gigantic gourd buster! Okay, that happened last week, and now they're back standing, the Legion of Doom.
You know something, Tony Schiavone? The stupidest thing that J.J. Dillon and the Four Horsemen can do is come out here with their belts and brag about what they did to the Legion of Doom. I ain't been knocked out since I was 10 years old, and I'm telling you something, it ain't ever gonna happen again. Now, Tony Schiavone, see, we're just a little bit different than everybody else. We don't care about titles. We got one thing in our mind, Flair, Andersons. We got one thing in our mind, and that's to have you on your knees, begging for mercy. Then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna slap you, and then you're gonna know what it feels like to feel the wrath of the Legion of Doom. Ric Flair, you've not only insulted the Road Warriors' pride, you've insulted everybody who watches the NWA across this whole nation. Because, Ric Flair, when you're out here bragging how you slapped me in the face, you forget to tell everybody that there was 3 guys holding me, that it took 4 of you to get it done. And when it takes 4 dudes to jump 1 guy, that means you're scared. You're real scared. You can't get the job done by yourself. Well, in Philadelphia, you're gonna be by yourself, Flair. No horsemen, no donkeys, no nothing. Just you and me, Flair. And then we're gonna find out what a bad cat's all about. And then you think that slap was heard around the world? I'm gonna slap you right out of Veterans Stadium. You can take that to the bank, punk.
The Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. Fans, don't go away.
Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Oh, they are ready, aren't they, Mr. Cornette?
I'm so thrilled. These outfits, they look like an unmade bed today. I'm sick of looking at these guys. You know, they come in the ring, they make a big deal, they twirl around, they dance, they hop. They're more fun than a messy divorce case, they are.
Talk and talk. These guys don't talk, they have the action. They know how to do it. Good! Ha! Backdrop! Puts him down.
Okay, Thunderfoot's having a little bit of a problem right now, but he's a big, hefty guy. And I'll give it to Ricky Morton. He looks like a possum with that face mask on. That's the way to take care of a guy bigger than you are. Go down, go to the air, and take him down. I'll give him that much. The Rock and Roll Express, I've even said it before, they're a great team.
Yes, they are.
They're one of the better teams in professional wrestling. We beat them. We beat them pretty easily, and we took their belts away, but they're still one of the better teams in wrestling. It's just that I don't like them personally. I'm sick and tired of looking at them. They follow us around all over the place. Now,
good move, good drop kick.
Again, Ricky Morton. Again, Ricky Morton takes. Yeah, I can talk all I want.
They're real good.
Ricky Morton takes to the air again. That's the way to do it. But now they've aligned themselves up with Baby Doll, trying to humiliate me because they can't do it themselves. And that obviously is a move that they have copied from the Midnight Express, a teamwork maneuver that we have devised, that we are always renovating and restructuring tag team wrestling, and they're trying to imitate us right now.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Express and Baby Doll. You said it.
You can talk.
Well, besides the fact that she'll be the biggest one on the team.
Baby Doll has got her men. She's got the Road Warriors. She's got America's team, Magnum TA. and Dusty Rhodes.
Baby Doll's got a lot of men.
She is
Baby Doll
coming.
probably has a little black book and looks like the Atlanta phone directory. But I don't care who she's got. I got Bubba Rogers and I got the Midnight Express, and that's all I need to assure me of an even match, of a fair fight with Baby Doll. And once I get it, it's going to be over with. And right now, you see once again the Rock and Roll Express double teaming their opponents, trying to imitate the Midnight Express using teamwork maneuvers.
We have to take a short break. Jim Cornette will be right back.
Short. Okay, we're back with the Rock and Roll Express. I'm sure everybody all across America is thrilled. So far, I'm going to say this, Thunderfoot and the Golden Terror, they haven't had much of an advantage. Now, Thunderfoot with an excellent back suplex. He's got an advantage now on Ricky Morton. Maybe he can keep it, but you got to stay on these guys because they're fast as lightning. They're not quick, they're sudden. They move around that ring like crazy, and you've got to stay on top of them and cut their breath out, cut their wind out to be able to maintain an advantage. Obviously, the Golden Terror didn't do that, and that's why he's in the trouble he's in right now. A double elbow, double backhand to the face, and he's flat on his back. You got to stay on these guys, David.
And they are ready, David. Jim Cornette.
Double drop kick.
Oh, you can see it coming.
Your winners, the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, that's who they are, all right. The World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, is currently starting the greatest challenge of his entire career during the Great American Bash. Can he defend the World Heavyweight title 14 times against the 14 top challengers, something no other NWA champion has ever done? I think he can, and so does he. And after you listen to this interview, I think you'll agree with me that Ric Flair is going to be the World Heavyweight Champion.
The Great American Bash are going to kick off around this world. And when that bell rings in Philadelphia, the first man to go down is going to be, none other than the Road Warrior Hawk. And then we're going to Dusty Rhodes, and we're going to Road Warrior Animal. We're going to Wahoo McDaniels, Ronnie Garvin, Morton Gibson. Then we're going to jump on big man Nikita Cola. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, around the world they're saying today that Ric Flair has got to wrestle the best 14 men there are in the greatest sport in the world. He's got to defend this 14 times in 30 days against all odds. Well, let me tell you how it is. When you're the top gun, when you're the world champion, when you're Slick Rick, when you're the man, it really makes no difference, because above all else, you see, the one thing that I am that nobody else is I'm the champ. And when I come through those airports, the sky caps are hollering, here come the champ. You know who they're talking about? They're talking about Ric Flair, because there's only one world champion. There's only one man who's custom made from head to toe. There's only one man who's a kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun. And that's the world champion. So 14 of you, you got your best shot ahead of you. You all have got the opportunity to be where I already have been and gonna stay. 14 dates, the world champion, and in 14 dates, you're gonna know why I'm the champ. Woo!
We're back on World Championship Wrestling. Paul Jones and some members of his army. Shaska Watley, Baron Von Raschke taking on the rather unfortunate team of Lee Peak, and I think it's Dave Spencer. He's one of the bigger names in wrestling. Should give Shaska and Baron a lot of trouble.
I have a question. You've been here.
I'm not surprised.
You've been here all this show, but when Paul Ellering came out, we were expecting you to be out here.
Well, I didn't know they were going to be out here. Actually, I went to call Mother and make sure that everything was okay at home. And I didn't know they were going to be out here to come out and slap his face. But I got more important stuff to talk about right now. Paul Jones, another colleague of mine, here with me. And Paul, in a couple of days, you got the chance to have your man, Shaska Watley, make that Jimmy Valiant a bald-headed geek.
Exactly right. You know something, Cornette? I've been trying to find out who is responsible for that picture they've been flashing on television with the artwork where they have my head bald. And I can't find it. It's worse. And every time I call Washington and try to get an answer, it's worse than that. That, you know, it says, well, talk to Mr. Brown. Well, they refer me to Mr. Green. Well, let me tell you something.
What? But Paul, look at the monitor. Oh, come on, man.
Who's responsible for that? Jimmy Valiant is trying to plant into people's minds that what Paul Jones is going to look like. Well, that picture right there is going to be my, not excuse, but my motivation to have my army or myself make Jimmy Valiant a bald-headed geek. Right now in the ring, you see two of my army, two of my men, and they have been training for this July, the bashes, for months. And I guarantee you, you know and you've seen them train along with me, and they're ready.
They're ready, Paul, and I'll tell you what, Jimmy Valiant can't beat Baron von Raschke. Jimmy Valiant couldn't beat Shaska Wadley. Jimmy Valiant can't beat anybody in your army. Sooner or later, one of them's going to get to him. He's going to run out of excuses, and he's going to be a bald-headed geek, and he's got to be pretty funny running around bald. But I know you got a fine-looking head of hair, and you wouldn't want to have anything happen to that.
Well, no, not my hair, not my hair. No, nothing's going to happen to that as long as I have an army. If one thing that gets me about Jimmy Valiant, in Port Arthur, Texas, we have tougher mosquitoes than Jimmy Valiant. And it's just a matter of time. And I know, like whenever you look for the Midnight Express, you can't find him. With Jimmy Valiant, when I look for him, I can't find him. But they find time to sneak out here on television and brag about their ability and brag about what they're going to do. But I think one of the biggest upset of the century is going to be when you put your sugar hole and you stretch Baby Doll till she screams.
Thank you very much, Paul. I agree with you. I'll tell you what, Baby Doll, she might look good as a bald-headed geek. She don't look good with hair, but I'll tell you what, Paul.
Oh, after you beat her, let's shave her head.
Jimmy Valiant's going to be bald, maybe Baby Doll, but none of your army, and certainly not you, Paul, because like I said, you got one of the finest heads of hair I've ever seen, and you always keep it well-groomed, and that Jimmy Valiant, that dirty, slimy hippie, he's not going to touch one hair on your head. Your army's going to see to that. I know just like the Midnight Express and Big Bubba, they protect me. Your army takes care of you, and I know that you are just like I am. You don't like people that brag.
No, absolutely not. And I know that Raging Bull, Hector Guerrero, and a few other ones, they're on Jimmy Valiant's side, but they're not going to say, look at it, look at this. Oh! Wouldn't Jimmy Valiant look nice coming off that top rope like that?
He's going to in just a couple of days at the hands of Shaska Wadley. I guarantee all of America that fact. And World Championship Wrestling has never looked better since me and Big Bubba got on the scene. Big Bubba Rogers, been a heartthrob, been an idol of millions of females for the past few weeks now on national television. Also been taking very good care of me, and I have taken very good care of this wrestling program. And coming in right now, the former six-man champions that I know will be again, Ivan and Nikita Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev. Crusher, you got a lot to talk about the Bash.
I'm very excited for the Great American Bash because of one reason. That's Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors. I finally meet them, and it's not going to be pretty. We will be the next World Six-Man Champions. Isn't that right,
Ivan?
I hear this Dusty Rhodes American troublemaker, this Magnum TA along with this Willie Nelson come out here and talk about United States being #1 country in the world to live because of all the freedom. Well, Dusty Rhodes, Road Warriors, you're not going to have any freedom inside the cage for World Six-Man Tag Team Trophy. You have no place to go. We got you trapped like a pack of rats, and we are going to take advantage of it. We are not having any mercy on you. We are not taking any prisoners, but we are taking our World Six-Man Tag Team Trophy. And Magnum TA, I'm sure now the bashes are coming upon us very quickly, that you are realizing that your mission is impossible, taking the United States heavyweight title. All the American people are counting on you, so you are becoming very nervous. You are realizing that you are an impossible task because nephew Nikita is superior to you, and you are nothing but an inferior American. Yes, the road to Moscow during the Great American Bash will be paved in gold, nephew Nikita.
Nikita has the U.S. title on the line, but he's got another important opportunity as well.
That's a Ric Flair. And Ric Flair, this is just for you. These are 4th of July, Ric Flair, in these are Memphis. They tell Nikita, these are birth of country. Well, I don't care about you stinking country, but I care about you, Ric Flair, and I care about these men. You know, Ric Flair is going to be in these Liberty Stadium, they tell Nikita. Only many people. Well, it's good. Many people going to want to see Nikita not only hurt you, Ric Flair, but defeat you. You know, it's been a long time since you and Nikita meet in the ring. Too long, Ric Flair. And it's been too long you've been world champion. Ric Flair, it's time for a new world champion. It's time on the Charcuterie Eolier. They're going to call it Great Russian Bash because it's going to be new world champion. Nikita Koloff, Russian Nightmare. No more USA. Going to be Nikita Koloff, world champion, Ric Flair.
Let's go to the ring. Whew. Tony, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I had Big Bub over here with me because Nikita Koloff is a very nerve-wracking individual. When he's fired up, and he's fired up, the veins in his neck were standing out. Our papers are all over the floor, and he made me nervous.
Well, he's a very intense individual.
And I'm so brave, it's not easy to get me nervous.
Tully Blanchard going up against the Italian Giant, the national champion. You know, Jim, it seems that Tully Blanchard has always had a title. Doesn't it seem that way to you?
Tully Blanchard's a born champion. Tully Blanchard always has a title because he knows exactly what to do to get one. If lightning should strike and he lose one title, then he can set his sights, he can set his goals on another one, and he can go out and demolish that champion systematically. He's always got a plan. He's got J.J. Dillon, his administrative director there, just as I was going to say it, lending him a few words of advice. He's got that master brain of professional wrestling to advise him. He can't go wrong. You know, it's very important to have a good man in the corner, Tony. The Midnight Express will tell you that. They're great in the ring. I'm great out of the ring. Tully Blanchard is great in the ring. J.J. Dillon is great out of the ring. Together, it's an unstoppable combination.
But now you talk about some man like Ron Garvin, who, as we know, has a very hard punch anyway. Tape up those fists, and Tully Blanchard may have more than his share of problems during the Great American Bash.
Ronnie Garvin's got a sucker punch is what he's got. He gets people when they're not looking. He gets people from behind. He makes a big deal about it, but the fact of the matter is you can knock anybody out if you hit them from the side when they don't know what's coming. That's his strategy. Tully Blanchard, with tape on his fist would be just as hard as Ronnie Garvin's hands of stone. And I think Tully, as a matter of fact, has had a little boxing experience back in Texas in his youth. I think he'd be more than a match for Ronnie Garvin.
David, you know as well as I do, one of the keys to that is James J. Dillon.
That is right.
And one of the keys to the Italian Stallion is the slingshot suplex, and another victory for the national heavyweight champion, Tully Blanchard, his administrative director, James J. Dillon.
Like a fresher breath air, and that's lovely. Let me tell you something right now. The Bash is upon us. And one place I can think of right now, Memphis, Tennessee. The pole match with the Baron and Jimmy Valiant. You know, Valiant, when you leave Memphis, you might be a bald-headed geek. And the Raging Bull, the man that says that he's going to be Valiant's savior of the bunkhouse match, where Pistol Whiteley is going to destroy.
That's right, boss. Because I'm going to tell you what, Manny Fernando, don't nobody know what you is, but I'm going to tell you what you going to be. You going to get out of our hair. That's right, because if you want to wind up like Valiant is going to be, keep messing with the Army. Stick that brown nose in here so I can put some of this black on it. And I'm going to tell you another thing. If you think the Barbarian is hiding, you sadly mistaken. All them big muscles is waiting on you. And you, king of the hillbillies, I can't wait to whoop me a hillbilly.
Every day.
This is Rick King, a match of survival the pole with the loaded riot glove on top. Whoever survives the match climbs the pole, gets the glove, the loaded glove, and then the Great American Bash begins. Bash, bash, bash. Jimmy Valiant, I'm going to get the glove, and you're going to go down in defeat, and that's all the people need to know.
Ballhead geek, Valiant, you're gonna be a ballhead geek, and all them hillbillies is gonna know it. You know what? Barron likes to whoop on hillbillies too.
Let's go to the ring. Well, you talk about being fired up, David. Obviously, Paul, the general, has been in the back, has given them a little pep talk, maybe a kind of a Patton type of speech, and got them all fired up for the Great American Bash. I think you'd agree, Tony.
Everyone is fired up. Everyone's ready, Tony. You have to think of it this way. After this program, after this is over, Tuesday it starts.
It starts.
Tuesday, July 1st, and it runs the whole month of July.
You know, I think Dusty Rhodes said it right. He said, enough of this talking.
That's right.
I'm ready to go.
Dusty Rhodes has never said anything right, but for once I might agree with him. Enough of the talking. It's the biggest party of the summer. It's the biggest event in wrestling history, and I think that I'm going to have the greatest party ever when I get rid of Baby Doll, when all those other goals get accomplished. And Tony, it's been your pleasure and yours, David,
Mr. Cornette,
having me here
starting Tuesday, all your talk is over. It's put up or shut up.
Well, I've never shut up, so I'm going to put up and I'm going to win. And Wahoo McDaniel and Ronnie Garvin, I guess they're preparing themselves as best they can for the inevitable.
I would think gorgeous Jimmy Garvin is preparing himself for the inevitable, too.
Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin is preparing himself to destroy a legend. Wahoo McDaniel, a man that's never lost an Indian strap match, is fixed to lose one. And Ronnie Garvin with another sucker punch. He is going to have Tully Blanchard to contend with.
There it is. Ron Garvin, the man with the hands of stone, and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. You heard Paul Jones and his man talking about the Bash. I know the Raging Bull is looking forward to it also.
You know something? It's called, like the man said, put up or shut up. And when you walk down that aisle into the danger zone, it's going to be put up and cut up, Daddy, if you know what I mean. Because come the Bash, whether it be Memphis, whether it be Charlotte, wherever it may be, somebody will be bald. And this is the shadow that Jimmy Valiant always has, the Raging Bull. And I'll promise you one thing. I know my man ain't going to lose his golden locks because I got an eye on all of them. And Shaska or Pistol Pez Watley, wherever you want to call yourself, Daddy, when you come to Bash, you're going to be as bald as a peach. And the only thing you're going to have is the fuzz we leave left on your head. Because when me and the Boogeyman get through with you, Daddy, it's going to be Bash all over you, just like breaking a little hard-boiled egg, baby. Because me and the Boogeyman are going to do that to you. Ain't that right, Boog?
You know something, baby? First of all, I want to tell my brother that sticks with me just like blood, baby. I love you to death, Willie. You're my man. You stuck with me full fire, and we're going right through the Bash together. Now, Tony, I want to tell you what's going down. What's going down in the Bash? Pistol Pez Watley, Paul Jones, you're both gonna lose your hair. You're both gonna be bald-headed geeks. When I climbed that pole, in Memphis, Tennessee, and slide down that pole with that loaded glove, Von Roscoe, I'm gonna beat your brains out. I'm gonna knock your lights right out, Daddy. And me and my blood, me and Willie, when we get to them bunkhouse matches, it's just like a street fight. A New York street fight. Wear anything you want. Carry anything you want in your pockets. You know what? I know for a fact that me and Willie will follow every rule. You know why, Tony? Because there's no rules. We're gonna strip you naked, just like the day you're born, and then we're gonna beat you and cut your hair. All bald-headed geeks, Willie.
We'll see you at the Great American Bash.